Right guys, all set up here on Vice. Biggest problem with these is that collar wants to slide up and down, so you've got to do it like this. Normally, if I were gas brazing that, I'd want it sat up like that, and then the collar just drops onto the weld, so you've got to do a side on, which actually works alright with the TIG brazing, so we're going to TIG braze around this. Get it done. This is the next problem. Trying to get that told up. There we go. That should stay there. Oh, that's a tricky one. That is a tricky one. You almost want to do that backwards. Maybe just do it without looking at it. I think I've got the settings really good there on welder. It's TIG brazing really nice. My thoughts are, you might want to know my thoughts are it worked really well for doing the rear sets, but then I was talking to one of my customers the other day about Norton parts, and I said I don't think they're worth doing anymore. I don't think there's enough money in the bike market, in the classic bike market, Nortons, Tritons, all that kind of stuff. I don't think there's going to be many people wanting rear sets anymore. I think we might have to wait for a resurgence in caferacers. I think, yeah, when a lot of these old guys have died off and then all them bikes become cheap, people start buying them again, and then the price will drop like mad, and then hopefully it'll start picking back up again and people will want original bits, which then I might start making rear sets. But this flipping TIG bronzing had worked really nice. The rear sets would be so nice if they were done this way. But yeah, unfortunately not. Like, I've got a well nice bead round there. Yeah, when I was talking to one of my customers, basically said, yeah, it'd be better off sticking with big golf parts, aren't I? Because then at least I can adapt as the market changes. Maybe start doing Japanese 4x1s and stuff as the market changes. But yeah, if I get into rear sets, then I'm just stuck in rear sets, aren't I? That's one TIG welded up. Was a bit tricky, but right, one last little bit to do. Yeah, as I was saying, yeah, this TIG brazing is really, really nice. It's come out really well. And I reckon if Dad was still alive, because the Dad's rear sets, all the rear sets you see on Tritons and Nortons and stuff, I reckon he'd be impressed with this TIG brazing. And that's the way he'd want to do it, but let's say he's not alive, so. Yeah, and his rear sets are just sat in a cupboard. is I'd say we own the rights to them, but I don't think that matters anymore because there's no competition. That's the way it is. It don't matter if you own rights to anything anymore, apart from like Andy Mona owning the rights to the Manx that he bought off Grandad. Yeah, it's pointless. So like I own the rights to a set of rear sets, but there's people that have copied them. Basically what it means is I've got the drawings and the jigs, so I can make them a bit easier than the other people can. I don't have to do the working out, but even then there's still no money in it, even if I don't have to do the working out and I don't have to make the jigs. It's basically killed off by chrome, probably. There is one guy that makes me stainless because one way of getting around the chrome cost, but then it still costs a load of money to make them in stainless. And they should be brazed with nice brazing. That is the end of that. Let's see if I can show you a bit of that. They look lovely. Like I say, that look really nice on a set of rear sets. Take that off, see, flip my screen round. You're all zoomed in a lot there, so. Hold on. Focus on that. There we go. Not. Come on. Yeah, it just looks nice, doesn't it? Nice little beads all the way around. And for those that don't know what a rear set is, basically these pegs on the back, they're rear set controls because they should be there, and then you set them further back, so they're called rear sets. Not them ones. That one doesn't have a set on them, but I do have a collection of them. Basically, they're these over here. You'll see them on a lot of Nortons, Tritons, cafferacers of that type. And the way to know whether they're dads or not, dads have that pattern on. I think you can get them off Norvin and they'll have 3 holes in them. You can get tickle ones, they're slightly different. There's some with cross hatches on that aren't ours. But yeah, if it has that row dots on that brake pedal, and it has that, well that's a T140 or a commando brake pedal. But if they have them on that pedal, or that should be a little tube, and it's got these little hoop overs, then they're a set of dads made by either dad, granddad or my Uncle Paul. Same with that brake plate. That brake plate came from the same company, so they're a company called Merchant and Durwood in London. And Dad, he didn't buy him out, but he bought the bits off him that he wanted, and he wanted all the rear set drawings. So he bought all the rear set drawings and all the parts to make the rear sets, and that brake plate, because he wanted that brake plate, because obviously they're nice things to put on cafe racers, but in this day and age, as I say, there's just no money in it. That's one of Grandad's top yokes that they used to have made. Just, what is the point, you know what I mean? I'm not even doing that many Tritons and Nortons in here, so there can't be that many of them. And there's not many people building them. You all see what the difference is between the bikes that come in, and they're all different every time. So yeah, making rear sets of one set of bikes, it's just ain't gonna work, is it? So better off just sticking to custom pipes. And then, like I say, I can change it up when the market changes. So I think these are all going to slowly change into 90s bikes, or definitely 80s bikes, big super bikes, all that kind of stuff. It's going to slowly change into that, I think. Who knows? But yeah, that's that set of pipes done. So there's that one there, other one hanging up over there. I'm going to wazz them back onto the bike now, move the bike out of the way, then we're going to have a look at that A65, which I don't think I've not filmed any of that, have I? So A65, it's got the pipes on it. I've been doing that while I've been doing this. Yeah, pipes are all done, megaphone done. Just need to join it all together and make sure it's all in the right place. So I want to get this Norvin out of the way and get that into the middle of the room, because at the moment I can't get onto the other side of it. Well, I can, but it's a tight squeeze, which means I can't really check whether it's all levelled up. And we're at that stage, we need to make sure it's all levelled up before I weld it all up, instead of like welding it all up now, putting it on the floor and think, oh, that Mega's totally different to the other one. Yeah, just want to pull it out to the middle of the room, have a good walk around it like 10 times, make sure it's all level perfect. then start tacking it up, welding it up, doing the same thing as what I've just done with this, sussing out brackets. That were another video from Racing's Exhaust and Norvin. Nice seeing you. I'll see you all again soon, in a bit. Right guys, update us. Right guys, back in workshop. Guess what we've got? I'll show you. Look down there, Norvin's back out. As well down there, pipes are on floor. Pipes are finished. So what we're going to do now, I said I weren't going to do this, but we might as well do it. I've just trimmed the ends. The brackets I did yesterday, I've just trimmed the ends off so they're at the wheel spindle. I'm just going to stick them all back on, make sure that the ends look right. They should do because I marked them before I cut them. But yeah, just one last quick put them on, check them, then probably take them off again for chromers. So put them on, take them off, put the bike away, get the other bike out. You know that A65 I was talking about last time we were on video? That's pretty much done as well. So once we've moved this Norvin out of the way, we'll get the A65 out, put it there, we'll have a quick look over it, then I want to wheel that over there, finish that off. It just wants the same thing, just a couple of brackets doing on it and it's done. So yeah, let's get down and dirty. Let's have a look at this. There she is. There she is. I don't know how much of that you want to see. Well, we might as well leave it there, eh? She's looking good. She looks sweet. So yeah, them pipes there. Let's get them on. I don't know what right way around to do it. As you can see, bracket on, trim to length. I've drilled an hole in this rear set plate down here, which you can actually still see a bit of the aluminium dust on the floor. I just did that there with hand drill. Took the rear sets off and did it with hand drill. To be honest with you, I'm not a massive fan because I feel like that gear lever's sat high. I mean, sat like that. His feet are probably... Well, I'm massive, so when I'm sat on it, my feet will be right down like that because I've got really long legs. I don't know what his will be like, but... They don't quite look right, but it is what it is. He's sitting there. So this front pipe's a bit tricky. Just really tight to get on the bracket and the collar. Is bob on. Well, it's mainly that hole that I've put in for that bracket at the back's tight. There were only one place I could put it. Right, that's semi in. So we might as well give you a bit more of a close-up view. Wind you down. Yeah, you might as well have a proper look. Right. Front pipe, that's still loose, that, as you can see. But I've got to get them both lined up first. Because they overlap each other, then brackets. And just getting these last little bits in. I'm going to move the collar out the way. Got to get them nuts banged on right so that you can just do that with them. If you won't do that, if you can't just flick them in like that, then you're probably cross-threading them. They shouldn't be tight to put in then. Should just be able to throw them on them nuts. Right, they're both on. Cough, cough. And I've got this nut bolt jolly down here. Get that through both of them. And get that fastened on. Get it like reasonably tight, this one, so they're both held in place. Well, that bottom pipe, well, I'm going to say that bottom pipe looks like it's shorter than the top pipe, but we don't really know that until we tighten them in. And when I did cut them on the chop saw, I did the top pipe that side of the line, I did the bottom pipe that side of the line. Just in case they didn't line up, I wanted the top pipe to be slightly longer. So that's worked out alright. Get me big Vincent spanner. Just wind these on and get to it. There's not much room to actually get these spanners in. Then even that, I've not left much room for that either. I think I'm going to need a bit of a spanner. It's nipped up tight. Gap's nice. Nice, nice. Right, let's have a look at it. Actually looks sweet, to be honest. Looks sweet. Right, battery's running low, so you might not even get that A65. Might do that on a separate video. But yeah, that's unfinished there. See the little step on the end, it's only tiny. Brackets there. Nice gap all the way through. And that's what she's looking like, looking sweet. Right guys, over and out and leave you in a bit.